Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video we will talk about, is Skrill safe or is IT a scam? So make sure to watch the full video. If you regularly buy and sell products online, particularly with cryptocurrency, you've probably heard of Skrill. While many reviewers seem to be happy with their service, there are also a lot of posts out there about Skrill scams. So, is Skrill legitimate, or is it a scam? I've done my research. I've scoured the net and read a lot of good and a lot of bad, including some pretty frank remarks by a former Skrill developer. I tried to cover all relevant points, so everything you need to know is right here. What is Skrill? First, let me give you a quick overview of Skrill. Skrill is an internet payment processor similar to PayPal. When it was originally founded in the UK in 2001, it was called Moneybookers. Originally, the company focused on gambling and esports transactions. Can you guess how much the company grew in just 8 years? By 2009, Moneybookers was worth $365 million, and they announced that they would be offering services to all customers in business, not just gambling and esports. In 2011, the company announced that they would be rebranding themselves as Skrill. To be honest, I could not find the exact reason for their rebranding. In 2013, the newly rebranded Skrill purchased PaySafeCard, an Australian prepaid card program, and was in turn acquired by CVC Capital Partners. In 2015, they merged with Neteller, one of their largest competitors. So how many currencies can you use on Skrill? Skrill currently accepts payments in over 40 world currencies. I was also amazed to learn that they also accept transactions in cryptocurrency. It gets better. Skrill issues a Skrill Prepaid MasterCard as a physical or virtual card. These cards can be issued in 4 currencies: British pounds, US dollars, euros, and Polish zloty. Have you decided to set up a Skrill account? It takes just a few minutes. Still want to dig deep? Let's continue. Is Skrill legitimate? Before we talk about Skrill's features, let me tell you what I've learned about the company. From the day it was founded, Skrill has been registered with the UK Financial Conduct Authority. Their stock is traded on the FTSE 250. They also have a European e-money license, which allows them to operate everywhere in the world outside the US. In the US, they're licensed in all 50 states. So what should you be concerned about? A lot of Skrill's reputation issues stem from the time when they were strictly a gambling payment processor. Gambling is a risky business, and even honest bookmakers will have angry customers. I'm willing to give them a pass on bad reviews from their Moneybookers era. Let's look at what their current customers are saying. Skrill currently has a lot of negative reviews from reputable sites. CardPaymentOptions.com has given them a grade of C, and the Better Business Bureau has given them a grade of B. So, who is leaving the negative reviews? During my research, most of the customer-written Skrill reviews I've seen have been written in broken English, though, which leads us to believe that US and UK customers are mostly happy. So what were the unhappy customers upset about? I'll go into this more when I talk about security, but I suspect that these complaints are related to Skrill's obligation to verify their customer's identity. This is easier to do in Western countries, which may be a big part of their users' problems. While some customers were unhappy about Skrill's identity verification procedures, I appreciate them. They keep their users safe by making sure people are who they say they are. While some customers were unhappy about Skrill's identity verification procedures, I appreciate them. They keep their users safe by making sure people are who they say they are. Yes, absolutely, Skrill is a legitimate business. But before you sign up for Skrill, you may want to learn about their fees. Want to start an online business with no money? How high are Skrill fees? Another common complaint is that Skrill fees are too high. Are they? Let's take a look. When I first looked into this, it seemed like a silly complaint. The transaction fee of sending money from Skrill to Skrill is 2.99% of the payment when the user is using the card. This is comparable to PayPal because it charges 2.9% of the payment plus an additional fixed fee that varies according to the currency. So why are people upset? Another complaint was their chargeback fees. Chargeback fees on Skrill are your $25, or about $28.36 as of February 2019. That's a bit high compared to PayPal's $20 chargeback fee, but it's not exactly highway robbery either. Like PayPal, they don't charge for account setup or fraud protection, so you get that for free. So where are these so-called high fees coming from? It looks like this is happening on withdrawals. Skrill charges up to 3.99% of the withdrawal fee on Visa and MasterCard, and your 5.50% on the bank transfer. That's a significant fee if you're withdrawing a small amount of money. Even if you're withdrawing large amounts, this is far more expensive than PayPal, which doesn't charge anything for withdrawals. What other fees does Skrill charge? There's a $0.55 charge on returns and a hefty Your 5, currently $5.69, monthly charge on accounts that have been inactive for more than 12 months. By now, you're probably asking yourself if it's free to load funds. The answer is no. There's an additional fee for loading funds into your account unless you're doing it from a checking account. These range from a 1% charge on Bitcoin deposits up to 2.5% for deposits from a PaySafeCard debit card, which is mystifying since PaySafeCard is part of the same company. Finally, there's a special service fee for merchants who pay less than your $10 per month in transaction fees. There's no information available on exactly how much that service fee is, but it may be substantial. Let's use a real-world example to see how all this pans out. Honestly, a lot of the frustration with Skrill seems to come from the fact that their rates aren't transparent. I had to look through several articles and reviews to get all the fee information, and even then, nobody seems to know how much the fee is for merchants who don't get charged $11.34 per month, except Skrill, and they're not telling. What countries are supported? A better question would be, what countries aren't supported? Skrill is authorized to process payments to and from every country on Earth, except countries that have been sanctioned by the World Bank or the UN. This puts them a cut above the competition, which likes to play it safe and stay in most developed countries. How many people use Skrill? I was amazed to learn that as of March 2022, Skrill had over 156,000 active merchants and over 40 million active users. Is Skrill safe and secure? Security is probably your biggest concern, so let's take a look. Because Skrill has to comply with US, UK, and EU financial regulations, they have very strict standards for identity verification. How does verification work? As part of the verification process, users have to make a deposit with a bank account, debit card, or Bitcoin. Generally, that's sufficient for verification. But I've seen several stories about people being asked for photos of their government ID or bills sent to their home. It sounds like this could be challenging if you live in a country with lower levels of infrastructure. Response time on identity verification cases seems to vary from a few weeks to several months, with users' money stuck in their account until that time. If I were starting an online store and couldn't get paid for months on end, I'd be pretty upset too. What about encryption? This is where Skrill really shines. In terms of being hacker-proof, Skrill is slightly better than the competition. Skrill uses 128-bit encryption and requires users to utilize two-factor authentication whenever they log into the site. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.